And then me can take the blum blum, rat-ta-ta-ta, blum blum. Give me music that come it at the champion.
You're listening to GMMmusic.com.
Give me music that come, play the best music.
Alright, I'm here with Caxton Fresh.
What's happening?
Alright, first of all, how long have you guys been together?
Couple years.
Yeah.
We've been together as a group for 2 years, but we knew each other like a year before that. We performed at Splash Festival in Germany. We supported acts like Nas, Damian Marley, Missy Elliott, who else was there? The Gentlemen. It was a big we went over there to represent the UK for End of the Week, People's Army, and as solo artists and that, and we kind of smashed it, and we all made a connection out there as conscious artists and loving boom bap hip hop.
We went over there soloists, just jammed on the stage, really put it in, it worked, we came back, just made it a group, Yeah, real easy.
Exactly. No, it was just an instant connection, and then we recorded our album Shame the Devil.
Yeah, Shame the Devil.
And now we've kind of got to a point where we had it for a year. It came to the time where there's a magazine called Wordplay, and they did a readers poll for choice of album of the year for 2012, and we actually won that poll. So we ended up getting the award for that, which was a big achievement for us, because that was our first year. Yeah, exactly. Our first year of our first release, coming together as a group, and we got that, and we're really pleased with that. So that's kind of our story.
So why do you think people are taking to your music?
I think it's saying what a lot of people want to say as well, a lot of the things we do, although we try to do things with more artistic merit than being blatant and just saying, F the government, F this, F that. We try and steer you around a bit and show you artistically, why, And I think a lot of people appreciate that, there's a lot of people doing for instance, F the government, the blatant sort of thing. I think people like to hear a bit of artistry put into it, But on top of that, it's just vibes music, it's just feeling, man. You hear it, you hear the sounds we're dropping, the beats we're dropping, the lyrics that's going on top of it, the way we link as a crew, and the way we just wear our heart on our sleeve, and just what it is, what you see is what you'll get, And it's just, I think a lot of people relate to that, They just hear something conscious, something that's being said that they want to say, just appreciate it,
So Amy, I heard you put out your own mixtape.
Yeah, it's a mixtape. It's like a collection of tracks that I was recording before I moved up to London. I was just working on quite a few. I've got quite a few stacked up, but I've obviously grown a lot since moving and working with the group. But there's also no reason to just leave them sitting on my hard drive, But there's good tracks there. Of course there is, But now I'm working on other solo material and the stuff I do with Caxton. It's just it's a different level. But that's what happens with growth as an artist,
So who makes the beats then?
Well, we've got we use a few different producers, kind of thing. So it's on the first album that we did. The main producer behind it was a guy called Profound, who was a link of Manage. He's a sort of a young lad from Essex, kind of thing. So these are you got Think from Canada, you got Fundament, you had Civi on there, Manage put a beat on there. There's a whole host of different producers. Maybe a wider public may not know them, but we're not looking really at names for things. It's about who does the best music, and it's evident.
For a sound,
it's evident through what you're hearing that these guys are good, and they deserve recognition anyway.
For the new album, you got 40 Clicks, which is Amy's boy from way back, Zeph.
He's an in-house producer. Anyway,
he's in-house producer for us right now. He's grafting, and he's kind of new to it, right? He's been playing around, but his beats lately are fire, and all the new stuff. How many new tracks has he done for us, man? It's over 8, right?
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of new fire. This kid's hot, so look out for 40 Clicks, definitely.
So I was a solo artist before I joined here, and I'm kind of, my main development has come from being in this group. I did a lot of working from before, but I never got the exposure that I was getting here now, and also being able to have my sounds listened to by a lot more people.
That was one of the success stories on Shame the Devil, is people hearing Killer and Amy, because Kingpin had a little name around, but to put these two out there in front of all the ears that we reached was just like, the response was crazy, man. And these two are household names in UK hip hop right now, and I love that. That's a success story.
I've done a collab that's done alright, like with Nate and Low Key and Cyclonus.
Have you done you've done a collab with Logic before, haven't you?
I've worked like English Frank, he was friends with Frank at the time. He's the one that found me on the internet.
Okay.
And then introduced me to come to a People's Army session where I met Logic and Nate and Big Cakes, a load of other heads. So like we've done a lot of stuff in People's Army session that's not been released to date because, you know, it's just, that's how music is sometimes. You can work, you can do a lot of tracks, but they're not always necessarily like, you know. But I've worked with quite a few people in the underground already, but it's, for me, I was so happy to find people on a certain frequency of making music instead of having that materialistic issue. Like, I do this from the heart and my soul, and I do it for a reason, because I give a shit about the state that we're in right now. I've got a talent, so I'm going to use that platform to do well, and not to like make people like be dumber, like, or you know, something like this. It's it was so like great for me to meet other people on that level, like honestly, and it's like a family. So when we work with producers and that, or if we work with other artists, they might not be like this massive thing, but it's because they've got heart and a mind state about like the world we're living in, and they're talented.
We were like shocked as well at the time when we were like, how is Amy not sort of like?
Yeah, how is she not already?
Yeah,
famous?
we were like, for us it was a massive blessing that she wanted to work with us as well, because she's added a massive dynamic to what you know, to other people could see as just another hip hop group. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think it is like that. I think it's something different. You know, through what we feel and the people that we connect with, it's in a completely different way. It's not fickle. Anyone that supports us is on a level, and we can be sitting with them like we are right now. And that's how it is for us. It's not, you know, there's no distance like that. We're
it's not a status, it's like a message.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
You know, hip hop is everything. It's graffiti, it's breaking, it's rapping, it's spoken word. It's just people having a socialized, civilized conversation on a certain level about what's happening nowadays. And that's what it is, and it's communicating with each other. It's all of that. It's not all this whatever nonsense you want to like, you know, fuel your ego or any of this rubbish, you know what I mean? Hip hop's been tainted in the media's eye, so I think that's why people connect with us as well.
Yeah, real.
Well, you know, like I was talking to somebody a while ago, and some people still think like to come to a show like this, they believe there's going to be violence and trouble. And what have you got to say about that?
These people are living under, I don't know, under
They don't know
rocks
who they're
or
coming to
something,
see them,
man.
do they? Because
Yeah,
if they're coming for violence and they're listening to stuff about peace, then they're even more fucked up.
Yeah, but even so, like the media creates an image. This is what I'm saying about hip hop's been tainted. It creates that image that like the way that we are, or even if you would say to someone, "Oh, hip hop," like they would come out with that. And I think like the media has a big part of that. Like they like to put us in like stereotype boxes. It keeps us suppressed as a people. And obviously, like the beauty that hip hop has to like share like a truth and like honesty with other people and connect with as people and have a foundation. They don't want that. So obviously shut it down and taint it, you know. If you go with somewhere with bad energy and you've got bad energy, you're gonna find that, you know. That's how it is.
I think like a lot of the crowds that are coming out to these shows nowadays are sort of involved in the scene. Like a lot of them are producers, DJs, MCs, you know, whatever. And I don't think it's in their interest to come out and start some stupidness, because they can't really walk around the scene if they're going on like that. And the ones who do that, they soon get found out and they soon get dropped out of the scene. And it's just not that kind of scene no more. You can really go on like that. I mean, all the people who do that, they just one-hit wonders. They come into a show, try to tear it up with their mans and do whatever. But you know, you don't see them again. I mean, the mainstay of people who go out to UK hip hop shows, they're out to see the music, they're out to enjoy the music, they're out to link, they're out to network, you know, all that, you know. So it's cool, man. It's all love nowadays.
You're listening to GMMmusic.com.
Shame the Devil is something that is definitely worth listening to from the bottom of our hearts. We made this for people to listen to, and we think it's relevant.
It's relevant for nowadays, man.
It's relevant in terms of what we're talking about, but also the beats, the music behind it, the concept behind the album, what we stand for. This whole kind of like, not way of life, but our contribution to the scene that we're in. is a huge contribution, and it's definitely worth listening to in that aspect, and it speaks for itself. So you know,
I mean, it's not an ego thing, man. We ain't coming out, listen to us, we're the best thing since sliced bread. It ain't about that. We'd rather spread love than hold hate, you know what I mean? So we're just out to, you know, spread the vibes, man, and just keep it going. And this is our side, this is our story, you know what I mean? And that's it, man.
Relates to all of you out there as well, because we're talking about what's happening right now. You know, we need a breather from all the stuff that's smothering us and stopping from having our own thoughts. Like, we need to start communicating again, so that's what it is.
Breath of fresh air, man.
So I could kind of say you guys are actually teachers then.
Well,
you are teaching something in your music.
Yeah, you are, but I don't want to feel like there's a divide where it's someone who's in authority against somebody who is being patronised or.
No. But a teacher can be like that.
Yeah.
But a teacher also, you know what I mean?
Everyone should be a teacher.
I'm learning every day from everybody.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but that means if we're all teachers in a sense, then
Yeah.
that means if there's no students, you can't be a teacher.
So you're just spreading a
We're
message
just talking
through
what we
through
feel,
your-
and if people feel it's interesting,
Hip-hop
because all of us
expression,
are from, you know, like you could say it poetic. It's a poetic thing, you know. It's the use of language. It's making something sound, you know, really nice over music underneath it. Do you know what I mean? And
Well,
it's using
maybe I should
words.
say you're just
Spreading your
giving what you've got to offer to society. You know, that maybe I should put it that way.
Well, we definitely steer it on a more positive way.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying, teacher, because we're trying to bring the best out of situations, out of people. We're not for the negative stuff. Yeah. So in that sense, yeah. But we don't really class ourselves as teachers, nothing like that. We ain't on the preachy tip.
No,
Yeah,
just when you go through a lot of shit in life, innit? Like, you know, you learn things, and like, as an artist, you're gonna like project what it is that's inside you. You're gonna express that. So you're gonna pass on stories. You know what I mean? And if those stories seem to you as that we're teaching you, well then there's another journey that you need to go on. You know what I mean? Like,
But not forgetting the sound that completes the whole thing as well, and that's what everyone wants to listen to, you know. And there's so much contribution towards it.
just get Shane the Devil basically, and then you'll see, and then like hit us up and be like, oh yeah, damn.
Yeah.
That's alright.
So, if somebody wants your music, where can they go and get it right now? If they wanted to, like,
From
anywhere.
our website, www.caxtonpresshiphop.com. Also iTunes, Amazon. There's over like 200 online digital distributors. Caxton Press, CAXTON Press, PRESS, just in case you didn't know.
Just
We're
chuck
the
it in your
best.
search bar, man. You'll find us everywhere, man. So,
Anything new y'all are working on? You know, like
second album, man.
We've got a second
album, man. Revival, man. Second album, yeah. It's sounding real good. We're dropping a single off this album real soon called This Ain't Living Now. Heads are looking at me. They don't want me to give away too much. But it's definitely the revival time.
Okay, all right.
There's lots of stuff coming out from the camp, you know what I mean?
We're in the studio hard.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, this is Killer from Caxton Press.
What
Bigging
up?
up GimmeMusic.com. Yo, this is Amy True, Manage,
Manage.
Killer, Caxton Press. Check it out.
GimmeMusic.com, baby.